I think when I first got into combat, like when I first had my major real incident, it was a major battle. I was afraid. Hey, he's shooting at a jet. Is that a jet? And he just took it down. I've never had the pleasure to shoot at a freaking aircraft hose. That's what I like right there. When I first got in the military, I was a saw gunner, you know, squad automatic weapon. I love that thing, man. Oh, whoa. Shots fired already. 1 second into the scene and shots are fired. All right, guys, he's shooting at limited visibility, utilizing the shadows. A little bit more difficult. Can't really see what he's using. It was like night vision accessory on his weapon. So guys, shooting at night, it's a little bit more difficult, obviously, because we're gonna have, like for me, I had a PVS 22 on top of my barrel, and you look through your sight, same thing, but you're looking through like green, you know, and there's a lot of dark spots. It's just very low visibility, so your shots aren't gonna be taken from that far out. All right, this guy's doing good. You know, he's taking shots and he's moving quickly around the perimeter, which is good. He's just circling the perimeter of that combat zone right there. So what he's doing, taking shots, moving, keep moving, and secure that objective. All right, he was in and out of there pretty quick. Oh, what the? That guy got nailed. All right, so now we're in a different scene going in. I think this is just showing us all the great kills. Look at that. So guys, you know, hearing this dog's barking, you know, it reminds me a lot about my missions when I was in Iraq. You know, there's dogs everywhere, and that gives you away because people know when dogs are barking, they know there's someone outside. They're gonna go and check. So you try to avoid that at all costs, but it's very difficult, especially in a place where they have a lot of just roaming dogs everywhere. Guys, and then like, you know what? I love dogs. Yeah, we don't shoot them. That just draws more attention. Shots fired, commotion, you might hear the dog crying. So you just avoid shooting them and just try to get out of that area and out of that dog's sight as much as possible. We used a lot of smoke and mirrors in my missions. So we had to kind of move in under like a full-on search. Like we'd be doing a full-on search and then we'd move in with that search team and then kind of peel off and then start hopping walls and maneuvering that way, just so that if there's dogs barking, there's a commotion, they already know there's a search party. They don't know that they're leaving us there. This guy's doing a good job. He's moving around pretty quickly and staying on top. I'm not sure what kind of weapon system he's got going on. Guys, make sure you comment and let me know what weapon system he's using, because I have no idea. So guys, when he's taking these fast shots right now, right, you got to take in account, this is the difference between real life and the video game. You know, he's going there, he's nailing these guys, but there's going to be a couple more seconds between shots because he's going to line it up the guy and he's going to take his time in the breathing and make sure his sight picture is on point and his breathing's on point. We're not holding our breath. We're letting our air out, and in that natural pause where the diaphragm reset, there's a natural pause, a lull in your breathing. And in that moment, that pause, that's where we're taking the shots. Taking quick shots and moving like this, realistically, you're gonna have to sit on the target a little bit longer just to get your pattern right. All right, and then, you know, his scope, guys, I'm not sure how powerful his scope is, you know. I know my scope wasn't very powerful. I didn't have a lot of magnification, but you can see a pretty decent distance. I mean, if you could see it in the scope, it might be a blur, a little spot, but you can hit it. So he's moving on. Oh, going up the stairs. Everybody goes to the high ground. Not always the best thing. High ground's great, it's important, but as a sniper, you're taking shots, you don't want to be on the highest point. Typically, you want to be inside those buildings, taking shots from within, right? Because we want hides, we want protection. Our biggest defense we have is the ability to not be seen. When you're on top of a rooftop taking shots, you're gonna be seen. Oh, see, he took that breath. That was beautiful. Oh. Now this is realistic as heck, man. Finally, we got some AI reacting. Objectives lit up, but look at that. He's like Overwatch. It's Overwatch. Taking that position, and he's taking those shots from far, helping those guys on the ground, allowing them to maneuver. Done a lot of Overwatch missions. That's what it is as a sniper. Overwatching your guys on the ground. So let's see. Oh, what? There's a lot of death and destruction going on right now. I can't even keep up with this. What's going on? Oh, chaos. This is chaos. This isn't tactical. It's chaos, but it's beautiful. Bust out the crossbow. So, and I'm not sure how a crossbow would do shooting somebody. Like, it might take some time for them to die. Oh, what's going on here? Cornered. Hey, that is crazy. That's a crazy weapon, man. All right, guys, so there's a lot of rounds going down range right now. So, of course, in my missions, had a lot of times rounds are coming in on me. And rounds, I mean, I almost got sniped out. Just single shot, almost took my face off. But, you know, I think when I first got into combat, like when I first had my major real incident, it was a major battle. I was afraid. But then after that, I got over it. Once you accept your situation and where you're at and what could happen, you accept all those things. It's crazy because the body, like, you really just lose that fear, you know, and it's not about a fear of, like, if you're going in a combat zone and you're thinking about what could happen, you're gonna have a panic attack. You're gonna freak yourself out. So it's just going with supreme confidence and acceptance of knowing who you are and what you're doing, the confidence of knowing that you're well trained, tactically proficient, and a motherfucking killer. And they should be afraid of me. I shouldn't be afraid of them. You don't have that fear at that point. Oh, that's what I like right there. When I first got in the military, I was a saw gunner, you know, squad automatic weapon. I love that thing, man. Right, Far Cry 5, let's do it. Oh, center mass, beautiful. You know, like he's climbing on that rooftop. You're making it look smooth and easy and jumping down, but typically you got a ton of gear. And if you're jumping off a rooftop, you're probably gonna break your knees. But, you know, I had to climb a lot, you know. I did a lot of wall climbing with full gear just to get into your positions. You're going to have to, you know, go over some walls, climb some buildings. You're going to have to be agile as you can be to get into your position. Ooh, what just happened right now? Hey, there's some stuff going on in that house. They're just chill. Oh, Jesus. That was amazing. Hey, he's shooting at a jet. Is that a jet? And he just took it down. I've never had the pleasure to shoot at a freaking aircraft before. I don't think I would because, you know, it's a lot more difficult. You know, those things are moving super fast. So to time it, you think it looks easy, but timing a vehicle's movement and the lead and all of that stuff, I think it's a waste of time. It's just letting them know you're in that area and they're going to come back and lay you out. So he's jumping off. He'd break your legs right there. But that's smart. I'm thinking this guy's maneuvering pretty well, though, man. I like it. Oh. Light him up. I'm hearing people yell in the building. It sounds like domestic violence going on in there. I like, oh. He's brave, you know. He got a vehicle with an automatic weapon on board. I definitely would have been gone. I'd have been hiding out. I want to throw some grenades. Yeah, there he goes. He heard me again. Oh, those guys got it. Far Cry 6. Ooh. This guy's moving so fast, man. It's just element of surprise. Just taking these guys out. Ooh. Headshots, fast moving. Guys, you know that the shots he's taking is incredible gameplay, but man, if you could do that in real life, you can take out a whole army, man. It's just crazy. The guy's like, so he had his knife. I always had a knife, but it was a Gerber multi-tool. You know, you always need one of those on the battlefield. You're not utilizing a knife on people unless it's the last thing you have, you know. And I don't even think I would use a knife. I'd probably get like a pole or some kind of, you know, heavy blunt object or something at that point. I was rolling in there. Yeah, he just circled around. Oh my, he just stabbed him through the face. Crazy. Man, guys, you know what? This guy's so slick, and if I had his talent, I think I would be running around with a knife stabbing people too, because seems a little artistic. But I always had a weapon. I prefer to shoot people from long range. Guys, when I was in my hide, it's a weird thing because you're literally in a hide watching people, and you have the ability to be a ghost and just shoot somebody, they have no idea where it came from. They just woke up in heaven or hell at that point. That is kind of pretty amazing. This guy's just going to town. He likes the knife too. Good old bayonet, trusty bayonet, going at it. Yeah, this is intense, guys. You know what? I mean, my combat was a little bit different. You know, it wasn't so up close and personal. It was from far away. And actually, my first tour, there was a lot of. It was like we called it the Wild West. It was intense. It was crazy. It was intense. I'm glad I walked out of there and here with you guys, you fine gentlemen. Yeah, you guys, you know what? This stuff looks cool and it's great, but I guarantee you, everybody who's been in combat has some repercussions. So you carry it with you for the rest of your life, and that is a fact. You're gonna carry all of that stuff, and you're gonna like think of random memories that you forgot. You know, you're gonna smell certain things. You're gonna do like it's crazy. Combat will forever be a part of my life, and in good and bad. And it's good and bad because I have great memories, a lot of great things that came out of it. However, there's always bad with that good. So take it all. That's it. Just got to take it all. Life. All right, guys, we're moving out. Just moving into darkness. You know, I typically didn't like night missions, guys. Like night missions, trying to use the equipment that military issues you, man. You know, the night vision sucked when I was in, and we did a lot of night missions. I just didn't really care for them, you know, because you're limited in a lot of ways. So you guys, when it's raining out there, it's coming down heavy. You can tell that rain is coming down pretty heavy. You know, a lot of times your scope is going to get fogged up, so that it makes things a little difficult when you start getting that fog in there. You know, everything's wet, slippery, and your shots, you know, when there's rain, there's a lot of wind, and with that wind, it's going to carry the trajectory of your rounds. So typically in bad weather, it's going to be a hit, you know, it's going to be a mess. On one of my missions, guys, that I've already told the story, but in Iraq, it gets super hot, like extremely hot. Those missions being out in the 120 some degrees, full kit, and you're just moving and you're patrolling and you're going and you're setting up, and you know, you're just drenched in sweat, you're dirty, you're smelling. I think the heat was a difficult thing, you know, because you had to be disciplined when you stay in your position. You know, you're just burning up, and it just requires more discipline. I think when it's cold weather, you can always get warm, but when it's hot, you're just miserable. Guys, the Far Cry game, I don't think we've ever done an episode of Experts React with Far Cry. You know, correct me if I'm mistaken, but man, it's intense. It's intense. I like it. It's fun, the details, the interacting with the AI, how they move in, and you actually hear background noise, people talking in the buildings and stuff like that. Far Cry is actually pretty awesome. I think I want to have to see some more of those nice kills. All right, guys, we just finished watching Far Cry, all the death and destruction from all the Far Cries. For more videos like this, be sure to check out Gamology's Experts React on YouTube and Facebook, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Out.